Alrighty, what we have here, we've got rear shocks, bump stop dust cover, shock mounts, and gasket. And except for the rear springs, because I've done that video separately not too long ago, which I will link that video in the description box. And I don't need to take off the wheels, so I'm just sitting on ramps today. And in order for me to get to the existing shocks, I do need to take off the panels from the trunk. So let's get right to it. Alright, we're gonna work on the passenger side first. So there should be plastic tab here. And then only thing that's different is the emergency gas cap opener here. You just need to pop this out. Shouldn't be this hard. Okay, just pop it out. And then put the wire through, and this panel should be off. I do need to take this off first in order for me to get this thing out, so let's do that right now. Alright, to get to this, there should be two plastic clips. I just don't have them on right now, and I can just wiggle them, push this up a little bit, and wiggle this one out. And now this should be free. Just give it a nice pull, fold it over. Alright, I'm actually quite surprised how the sound deadening material is in pretty good shape right now, so I'm trying to keep it as it is. So below this portion right here is the shock mount, and it's held on by two 13mm nuts. It's going to look like that. There's two 13mm nuts, and I'm going to do my best to not damage this material and try to get to it and take the two nuts off. Alright, so what I decided to do, I'm actually going to take this whole entire panel off. So in order to do that, I took my rear seat, this portion right here, off. Okay. Should come off. Alright, so I'm going to carefully work around this sound deadening material, keep it as one piece as possible. And it's literally right underneath here, and I can see this one. So I'm trying my best not to damage anything else. There's one. And then the next one. Oh. Alright, so they should all come out. Okay. Alright, and let's get to the bottom to take off the bottom shock bolt. Alright, we are at the bottom now, and this one is 18mm bolt. And as soon as you take this off, everything's going to drop, because we've just removed the two nuts on the top from the shock mount. So just be careful. Oh, there it is. Straight drop. And remove everything. That's it. Same thing for the passenger side. 18mm bolt, and just be careful because everything will drop. Oh, this one was actually pretty good. Okay. There we go. Alright, we've got the old ones out, and here are all the new components here. And I'm going to have to remove this nut right here, and I'm going to use 2 monkey wrench. So one holding on to this shaft, and then one removing this nut. Okay, so these washers I'm going to reuse, and this part I'll reuse too. Just metal washers here. Alright, to install new shock, I'm just gonna have to remove this tape here. Okay, got this new nut. Take that off. First thing is dust boot. Okay. And we have to use the bump stop and shove it in there like that, so it's in one piece. Put the bump stop in and make sure the flat side goes top. So the difference is this is the bottom and this is the top. Okay, once that's in there, you put the washer in. This washer that I'm reusing goes all up to this point. There's a little stop here. Goes over there. And then our new strut mount, like that. And then this washer, it's curved a little bit, and curved side, like that. And then the new screw. And that's it. And it's ready to install. Now I just gotta tighten it. Alright. It's not going anywhere. And now this one is ready to install. Okay, I just installed the gasket on the shock mount. Everything is ready to go. I'm going to go underneath the car, push it up, and install it. Alright, so I'm pushing the shock up from the bottom. I'm just going to compress it. It's actually not so hard to compress, so you just push it up. Okay. And actually, there's two sides to the shock. So the flat side supposedly should face outward. There was one of the viewer actually mentioned this to me, and I asked him why, but he hasn't gotten it back to me yet. And I'll actually throw that in the clip here because I'm still waiting for his response. Okay. Compress, compress. Alright, there we go. Okay, we got it. So again, the flat side facing outward, and that's how it should go. Alright, now we're going to torque this bolt to 74 foot-pound. Okay. Okay, now to finish the job, 2 nuts on the top, 13 millimeters, and these will be torqued down to 14 foot-pounds. Just going to put them on real quick. All right, 14 foot-pounds. All right. All right. Alright, I just put the panels back on and we are done for the day. I'm just going to put these plastic clips here. And that is it. Alright, everything is all set. And the last thing is the emergency gas tank. Okay, so I'm going to clip this back on, and that finishes the job.